What's up, everybody? It's time for Connections. We're going to do it for Monday, April 14. Okay, we've got Hunt, check, game, Ford, stop, actor, concert, director, dysentery. That's wordplay for sure. We'll have to figure out what to do with it. Dam, oxen, president, play, car, movie, and block. You can dam something up, you can block it up, you can stop it up, and you can check it. This would be to obstruct. Restrict. All right. Yeah, the dysentery is 100% wordplay. Hopefully we can figure out what to do with that. What's up with game? Game sort of is like hunt. But you hunt for game. And then oxen. Okay. There's some really crazy wordplay going on here. Because nothing matches with oxen. President. I mean, dysentery is it's either like some disease or serious sickness. Suffer from dysentery. Hunt and Ford could be last names. Helen Hunt, Harrison Ford. I don't really see any other last names. What are we going to do with that dysentery? I think that'll be the key to unlocking this puzzle. I mean, the director, the concert, you can go to a concert, you can go to a movie. The rest don't really make sense. And then you've got your director and your actor. Yeah, I think they all sort of should disperse into separate categories. I mean, a movie, a director, an actor, and a play. I just don't see how they would all come together. Oh, whoa. Then car. What's up with car? Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. Shuffle these a little bit. Ford. You can ford across a river. What is going on here? I mean, these could also be like things associated with it, things that all would converge to a single, like, image, painting, all found in a certain place. Like, where would you find a car and I don't know, a car, a game, an actor, a play, a movie? Add a J to Ford, you get fjord. I don't think that's going to work, but that's, that would be kind of insane. Game Boy, Playboy, bad actor. Oh, shoot. Unfortunately, I'm doing this a little bit later in the day. I was here since 9:30 and now it's basically 5:30. So 8 straight hours of tutoring. It's a little stressful. So I am a little bit foggy. So just, give me a little bit of time on this one, guys. But like, I am really lost here. I'm really lost. If only I could figure out what to do with this dysentery, we could maybe get rid of another category. Dysentery. I think it's how you pronounce it. I just don't see what the wordplay even in that is. Dysentery. Descent. Dysentery. What the heck? Hang on. President Ford play. I'm thinking of things that could be associated with. That'd be really weird, but things associated with Abraham Lincoln's assassination. Wasn't he at the? Wasn't it called the Ford Theater? He was watching a play. He was the president. And could the bullet wound somehow caused him to die from dysentery? I mean, I know it must sound crazy, guys. That is strange. The thing is, I'm just not my medical knowledge is not good enough to really know what dysentery is and if it makes sense that he would have died from that, from the bullet wound. And then could movie actor director, but movie actor director and concert, it's just like two are the things that you either watch or the source of the entertainment, and then the other two are just involved in it. It doesn't really make sense. And then you've got this car game auction director and hunt. So I basically really want to be super confident in my next guess, because if I blow a guess, I'm still stuck with 12 words, and my strategy isn't going to work. Because I can tell this is going to be super challenging. This is really weird. President Abraham Lincoln was at the Ford Theater watching a play and eventually died from dysentery. He certainly wasn't watching a movie. Oh my goodness. And I'm not 100% sure about the Ford Theater. Ah, man. And then having these lit up is going to prevent me from, if they're wrong, I won't be able to get any other categories correct. See, the thing is, as much as I was saying dysentery's got to be wordplay, I don't know what on earth you can do with it. Let's not waste time. I think today's going to be, if this isn't correct, I think today will be my day to fail. Are these associated with Abraham Lincoln's assassination? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. And yeah, there's no way that there's anything else that could relate to that. So let's just completely get that off the table, because I know he was at a play. He wasn't at a concert. He wasn't at a movie. None of the others would really make sense. So let's just forget about that. That was pretty stupid. And let's just start from scratch with one guess down. So I'm kind of upset because, yeah, now if I can get one more category, if I'm stuck with the other two, I could fail it, because you got to have all four mistakes remaining to make that strategy work. All right, what the heck is going on here? Why is this so tangled up for me? Ronald Reagan was an actor, a president. Maybe there's somebody who is an actor, a director, a president, and see, that's the thing. You don't really have another one that it could be. Movie, car, concert. Play, game, Ford. Director, actor, oxen. President, hunt, dysentery. A director, an actor. Play, a movie, a concert, and a game. Okay, finally, let's see. This is just places, activities that we're going to do. These are just entertainment activities. Ticketed events. Okay, finally, basically that game was bothering me because I wasn't thinking of, oh, let's go to the game. But yeah, of course, you just say a game. Ah, shoot. If I hadn't done that silly Lincoln assassination thing, I'd have all 4 credits left, and I might have been able to weasel my way with the strategy. But now we're on life support now, guys. 3 guesses, and I don't know what to do with this. Having said that, I am happy we got rid of those. Let's see. Hunt, car, president. Okay, what the heck is up with dysentery? We get that. We're done. We're done. Was a director. He was a director, an actor, a president. So these could be like words associated with some president, but I don't know who died of dysentery. And then we'd have Hunt, car, Ford, and oxen. Director, actor, president, dysentery. Let's give it a shot. 1 away. So director, actor, president, and dysentery were 1 away. Let's pretend dysentery is a little weird, right? So president, actor, director, and oxen. President, director, actor, and Ford. Damn. Also 1 away. Darn it. The director, the actor, the president, they have to have that thing in common. And then there'll be some wordplay at the end. Director, actor, president. Things with a... President. Oxen. Suppose it was car. Things that, things you race. Cast, things you elect. I can't get it, guys. Let's just end the misery here. Okay. What Ford might refer to. What the heck? It's not going to waste any time on this. Associated with the game, the Oregon Trail. Holy smokes. Wow. So I was right. That is the definition of ford you need to look at, to ford across a river. I have some good news. My pal Doug, I think, is going to be successful today. I really do. He might have a little trouble with the Ford category, and I was sort of on the right track. They've really messed with you with some different types of presidents like Lincoln, but he didn't die from dysentery. That was completely stupid of me. Yeah, I guess dysentery is some illness, like some food-related illness, maybe. Doug, I think, will get this, and I'll tell you why. Because I remember he did a live stream once where he was playing the Oregon Trail, and I bet that that Doug is going to connect those 4 words with it. Guys, that was brutally difficult for me. I am going to put a few cuts in the video, okay? just because there's no need to have a 35-minute video. So I am going to have a few cuts. I am going to tell you on my life. I wouldn't want to put it on anybody else's because especially like my girls, they're too precious to me. But I'm going to tell you that on my life, if you found me or you thought that I was cheating and I like went to another device or my other screen and looked at the solution, I would get killed instantly. Like that's like the level of sincerity. I want you to know that yes, there were cuts in the video, but I absolutely swear I did not look at anything, and I really got very lucky with this. I just couldn't figure out what the heck to do with it. And I obviously get no credit for those last two. So this is an abysmally poor game, but we survived by a thread. Again, guys, I can't emphasize enough. Yes, I had to put a few cuts in the video because there's no need to have like a 35-minute video. So I'm just putting in a few strategic cuts where there was long pregnant pauses and I'm just staring at the screen. On my life, I didn't look at anything, okay? It was done completely organically, completely above board. It was just me trying to focus and figure out what the heck to do today. That was incredibly difficult. Those last two are so obscure. And I did not know that Ford was both a director and an actor. Oh, of course. Oh, that's the thing. You just have to look at different Fords. President Gerald R. Ford, Francis Ford Coppola, the car, and then I even said Harrison Ford. Damn. Okay. I think if I thought a little bit harder, I could have gotten that. I never would have gotten the Oregon Trail, and I do hope that Doug gets that. That's going to be a little bit more obscure, but if he's got his wits about him, which I clearly didn't today, I think he can get it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'll say it for the last time. There were cuts in this video, yes, but nobody went to another screen or tried to, solve it like on a different device. Okay, I promise you, on my life. And with that in mind, guys, I'll look forward to tomorrow, hopefully for a shorter video for the next round of connections.